Probably this is just for you to grow. Probably this test is for you to change your approach. Probably this time around, you need to pass. Yes, you've said it, but I did the right thing in the past, took the right approach. So why am I still going through this test? The Bible tells us we should not be ignorant of the devil's devices. The adversary knows where to punch you. He knows where you are weak. This time around, you need to do the opposite. Yes, the last time you cried, the last time you shut down, you didn't want to speak to anybody. The last time you called about 5 friends and told them about it. Well, how about this time, just pray about it? How about this time, instead of having a meltdown, instead of crying, just keep silent? I've had times in my life where I would go through tests, and as they come, I start to melt. They say people who are born in September, they are easy to cry. And so I found that every time a test came, I was always crying. Well, crying wouldn't lead me to turn away from God, but rather it was just my little way of seeking comfort from Him. But I've learned that you don't have to take the same approach every time. When the devil is waiting for you to cry, bust a laugh. When he is waiting for you to say, God, why are you doing this to me? Why me? You need to start singing. You need to start dancing. You need to change your approach. It can't be that for the last 5 years you've been crying every time something happens. I have to call this person, that person, that person. How about dialing to heaven? How about now walking in your calling as a prayer warrior, an intercessor? Because you see, when you can bring your own trials to God, people will think that you are strong, but it's really that you brought your trials to Him. You brought your problems to Him. You brought, everything to Him. And so now you are able to pray for others, to, stand in the gap for someone else. People will wonder how you're so strong. But it's not really that any of us are, strong, because we have our weak areas. But not everyone reacts the same way. So I'm saying to you now, take a different approach. Not only that, but this is for your maturity. And I have my proof. James 1 verse 3. Be assured that the testing of your faith produces endurance. In the Amplified Version, it has in bracket, leading to spiritual maturity and inner peace. Verse 4. And let endurance have its perfect result, and do a thorough work, so that you may be perfect and completely developed in your faith, lacking nothing. And so the believer that endures, the believer that, just sit down and let God process him or her, they become mature. This is for your spiritual maturity. So if every day and every year you're going to cry, you're going to call somebody, you're going to complain, you're going to do the same thing that you normally do, then you won't grow into who God created you to be. So I want to say, this time around, do it differently. When the enemy expects you to go down and cry and complain and get angry, do the opposite. You know God is going to work it out. You know. So why worry? He's going to work it out. This is only a test. But take a different approach.